So I've gotten the question from buyers sometimes, and actually sellers as well, as to what to expect at the closing table. How do I know exactly how much money I need to bring or what I'm going to get at the closing table? It's really important as a buyer, if you are going through a lender, if you are actually borrowing to purchase the home, that you talk to that lender. There are going to be fees associated that are going to come out either of your pocket ahead of time or at the closing table. Some of those fees are going to be lender's title insurance. So that is actually title insurance that covers only the lender's investment in that property. You're also likely going to be required to buy personal title insurance, and that personal title insurance covers your investment in that property. There's also going to be appraisal fees if you're doing lending. If you're doing a cash purchase, there's not typically an appraisal, but you could ask for one in your offer. And those appraisal fees, if you're paying cash, would be paid up front. And I believe when you're lending, it is often paid up front as well. You're going to be paying sales tax. You're going to be paying your portion of whatever real estate taxes there are. So there are a lot of different fees in there. The seller is going to pay a fee for registering the title, the deed, once they've sold that property. So you want to understand and talk to either the lender or the title company with the guidance of your realtor to understand exactly what all those fees are. You should be receiving either a HUD or an ALTA statement about 3 days before closing. There are federal guidelines as to how many days prior to the closing that you actually have to receive those documents. And when you receive those documents, you want to make sure that you review them and ask any questions that you have. The biggest question is typically the proration of the taxes that are paid to the town. Each town gets taxes paid in different increments. Sometimes it's once a year, twice a year, could be quarterly, and it depends. It also depends whether those taxes have been prepaid by the seller. Sometimes there's going to be a refund to the seller and then a debit to your side, your buyer's side, in order to pay the portion that the seller had prepaid. So it's all information in there. You definitely want to ask questions to understand all those numbers and make sure that you're either bringing the right amount to closing or you're getting the amount that you're expecting at closing.